Hello there, and welcome again to Yahusha's Call with yours truly, Myra Waiters. We're going to be in the Book of Wisdom, the Book of Wisdom, or the Wisdom of Solomon, one of the Apocrypha books. So get your Apocrypha, find the Book of Wisdom, and we'll begin at chapter 5, and we're going to do the totality, I believe, of 5. We're going to try to get to 6, only verses 1 to 10. So that's 5, 1 to 24, and 6. Hopefully, we can get to 1 to 10. All right. The Wisdom of Solomon. And the reason I want to read this is because it tells us, gives us some more support, which is what we're doing at this time. We're getting some more support um, from the scriptures dealing with today's times. That's what we're doing. We're dealing with today's times. So let's look to the book of wisdom and see what it says to help us to understand. Verse 1. Then shall the just stand with great consistency against those that have afflicted them and taken away their labors, or stolen their labor, or working for nothing. So they've stolen your labor. As our ancestors were brought here as slaves, our labor was stolen. We didn't get paid for what we did. So he's saying, those that afflicted you, those who I'm talking to right now, and those that took away your labors or stole the work out of you or from you for their own benefit and riches. Verse 2. These seeing it shall be troubled with terrible fear. Now, these we talked about in some of the previous messages. Fear is gripping people in this earth right now. But let me tell you, saints of the Most High, elect of the Most High, fear should not grip you. It's not for you. These things that are upon the earth are not for you. So there's no reason for you to fear. All right? He's saying, seeing it shall be troubled with terrible fear. Who will be troubled? Those who have afflicted you and stolen your labors. Very clear. And shall be amazed at the suddenness of their unexpected salvation. Now, what he's talking about, they seeing it, they shall be troubled in terrible fear and shall be amazed at the suddenness of their unexpected. That salvation he's talking about isn't the kind he's talking about. They'll be ready to die. They'll be ready to get out of here. That's their salvation. Salvation is death to some. Come on, rocks, cover me, hide me out. No, I can't even take my own life. I got to go through this. This is what he's talking about. Saying within themselves, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit. All right? These are they whom we had sometime in derision and for a parable of reproach. Oh, here's what they're saying. They're saying that they're going to be, we are so gotten over here. We have been so, what's the word, tricked. We have been sold a bill of goods that were no good. We were deceived. They're saying that they'll be repenting. They'll be sorry for what they've done to you, to your relatives, to your ancestors. They'll be sorry. And I don't care who they were. Y'all gonna dig up every one of them. If they're gone, he gonna dig them up, and they're gonna have to stand up to judgment. But he goes to say they shall be troubled with fear, and they shall be amazed. They shall be repenting. They shall be groaning for anguish of spirit. Why? They're saying to themselves, these are the ones, these great people of the Most High, that we caused horrid troubles to, derision. They were a reproach. They were a byword to us. I thought it was those other people, but it's them. These are your people. Oh, it's going to be a sorry day. There'll be anguish. There'll be gnashing of teeth in that day. Verse 4. We fools, you hear this? We fools esteem their life madness and their end without honor. We treated them less than we would treat a stray dog. We told people they weren't even fully human. We told people they come from apes, and we were the ones that came from. We were the ones who were hominids. We were the ones that Neanderthal. Yeah, but we told them they came from apes. We treated them worse than we. You take care of apes. You go and try to keep them on the planet, or keep them not the planet, the Earth. You try to keep them here. You have all kind of programs to keep monkeys alive. But oh, we can't get people to stop shooting us in the back and calling us out of our name. We got our own calling us out of name, and you know that's pathetic. And all of you who call in the N word to your family, y'all will take care of you too, because he's gonna put your lot in with everybody else. You cannot degrade Yah's children and think you're gonna just pass over it because your skin is dark. That's not gonna do it, or your skin is white. It don't make no difference. When you insult Yah's people, whoever they look, whatever they may look like, you're gonna be so sorry. If I were you, I'd repent for every Nigger word you ever used and never let it come across my lips again. And any other defiling name. Verse 5. Behold how they are numbered among the children. Listen to this. They are numbered among the children of Yah, and their lot is among the saints. You hear that? Who? These evil people. Because our people join in. You know, you can't hardly separate them. Our people take on the images of this world and put their faith in them. These are false idols. They look up to people that are their oppressors. Don't feel a thing cussing you out and calling you your name out of your name. Slave mentality. That's what that is. Therefore, 6. We have erred from the way of truth. Isn't that the truth? And the light of justice hath not shined upon us. Ain't that the truth? And the sun of understanding hath not risen upon us. Isn't that the truth? You've been hoodwinked. You've been left in the dark. Why? Because your heart is dark. 7. We wearied ourselves in the way, of iniquity. You did so much evil and bad thoughts and things. It isn't always doing something physical. Your mind, your thinking is wrong and off. That's what he's talking about. And guess what? You are living in the way of destruction. So he says that we weary yourselves with iniquity and destruction, and have walked through hard ways, but the way of the Messiah, the way of Yahuah, the way of the Most High, we have not known. That's right. There's a whole lot of people think they know Yah who don't know him. You know they don't know him because they got no love in their heart for his people. How could they love? How could they love him? How you gonna say you love me and don't love my children? I got a granddaughter up here. How you gonna say you love me and you hate my granddaughters? That ain't no love for me. You're lying. And I got a whole bunch of grandchildren. That's just one. So there's a whole lot to love. All right, let's go on. Goes on to say in verse number 8, what have pride profited us? That's what your enemy's gonna say, Yahsarel. What did this pride do for us? And I'm thinking I'm better than somebody else. What did this do for me now that I'm on my way to hell? Nothing. Or what advantage hath the boasting of riches brought us? Wow. What are all these billionaires? What is it going to pay them when it's all said and done? That money ain't going to keep you 1 minute cool in that hell fire. Not 1 second. It's going to burn up with you. So you pride, or what advantage has boasted of my riches, or showing off my riches and my charities? Charities is not going to get you to heaven. Obedience to the Most High will get you there. All those things, verse 9, are passed away like a shadow and like a post that runneth on. So it's a shadow. And all these things that you put so much stock in, it's not worth 2 cents when it comes down to Judgment Day. Won't do you a bit of good. 10. And as the ship that passes through the waves thereof, when it is gone by, the trace cannot be found, nor the path of its keel in the waters. Once a big old ship, you ever take a cruise? And oh, it makes huge waves behind that kind of a V-shaped waves, and they kind of melt into each other. And after a minute, you look back, and it's like the boat never came through. You're going to be like a life that never even approached life. I believe in hell you won't even remember your name. He goes on to say, verse 11, or as when a bird flieth through the air of a passage of which no mark can be found, but only the sound of the wings beating in the air, and departing it by the force of her flight. She moved her wings, and hath flown through, and there is no mark found afterwards of her way. Or as when an arrow is shot at a mark, the divided air presently cometh together again, so that the passage thereof is not even known, is closed. So we also being born, forthwith cease to be, and have been able to show no mark of virtue. You leave nothing behind worth thinking about. But are consumed, what? In your wickedness. No virtue. You good as not ever been here. You as good as not ever been here, having been here. 14. Such things as these the sinners said. They're already talking in hell. For the hope of the wicked is as dust, which is blown away with the wind, and as a thin froth, which is dispersed by the storm, and a smoke that is scattered abroad by the wind, and as the remembrance of a guest of one day that passed away. But the just shall live forevermore, and the reward is with the Most High, and the care of them with Yahusha, and the care of them with the Most High. Therefore shall they receive a kingdom of glory. This is our promise. This is what I'm looking for, you're looking for. And a crown of beauty at the hand of our Yahuah. For with his right hand he will cover them, and with his set apart arm he will defend them. And his zeal will take armor. Listen, the zeal of the Most High is going to be armor. And he will arm who? The creature. For the revenge of his enemies. He is going to make sure his messengers are well equipped to handle everything that they need to handle for his revenge against the enemies of his people. He will put on justice as a breastplate. He will take true judgment instead of a helmet. He will take equity for an invincible shield. And he will sharpen his severe wrath. He's going to sharpen, it's already severe. So he's going to sharpen his severe wrath for a spear. And the whole world shall fight with him. We read that in the last program. Against the universe. Do you hear that? Yeah, I'm sorry, the unwise. I must be getting tired. Shall fight with him against the unwise. Then shafts of lightning shall go directly from the clouds. Come on now. And we're seeing that now. As from a bow well bent. You see those lightning bolts we've been noticing lately in the sky? They're coming down like somebody's up there shooting arrows right down into this earth. And guess what? They shall be shot out and shall fly to the mark. And thick hail, haven't we seen some hail size of golf balls, shall be cast upon them from stone casting wrath. That stuff is coming down because Yah is angry. He ain't coming down to make a show. He's showing you his wrath, and what's coming is going to get worse. The water of the sea shall rage against them, And isn't that going on now? They're over. Look what's happening in the UK. Look what's happening in all countries with underwater. Underwater. Look at Indonesia. Look at the Philippines. Look at the Bahamas. He goes on to say, thick hail shall cast upon them, the stone casting wrath, the water of the sea shall rage against them. I'm telling you this, Yehudi, so you know why this stuff is going on. Yah is angry. And everything he's doing now is showing that he is coming to help you, to deliver you. Goes on to say, and the rivers shall run together in a terrible manner. We're seeing it on the news. A mighty wind, 24, shall stand up against them, and as a whirlwind, that's tornadoes, hurricanes, shall divide them, and their iniquity shall bring all the earth to a desert, and wickedness shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty. Their own wickedness is going to be their destruction. Verse 1, chapter 6. Wisdom is better than strength, Yahsarel, and a wise man is better than a strong man. Hear therefore, ye kings, you leaders, understand, learn ye that are judges to the ends of the earth. Give ear, you that rule the people, and please yourselves in multitudes of nations, for power is given you by the Most High, and strength, by Yahuah and the Most High, who will examine your works, yes it will, and search out your thoughts. Everything's in your bank, because being ministers of his kingdom and have not judged rightly. You've been over the people, but you have not judged rightly. That's from the judges on the bench, to the judges in the White House, to the judges in the Senate, to the judges in the House of Representatives, to the judges in the Supreme Courts, to every nation, and to every high position. Parliament in UK, all the councils of this earth. Noah kept the law of justice. He ain't talking about his law. He's talking about the law of justice. You haven't even kept that. Noah walked according to the will of the Most High. Horribly and speedily will he appear to you. He's going to come swiftly for a most severe judgment against you. Shall be for them that bear rule. So those of you who are in leadership, you're going to get the harshest treatment of all. For whom much has been given, much will be required. You keep climbing up the ladder. Oh, I want to be this. I want to be the president. I want to be, the council leader. I want to, you keep getting up there, because when it comes to justice, and justice has not been meted out to his people rightly and fairly, you're going to be judged for that. So he says in verse 6, horribly and speedily will he appear to you, for a most severe judgment shall be for them that bear rule. For to him that is little, mercy is granted, but the mighty, what I was just saying, shall be mightily tormented. So you're mighty today, but you're going to be mightily tormented. For Yah will not accept any man's person, neither will, so you're not going to get by. You can't pay him off, okay, like you do so many, to get yourself out of jail and out of trouble. You're not going to be able to pay off Yahuah. You're not going to be able to pay off. Okay, you're going to have to suffer mighty judgment, mighty torment. For the Yah will not accept any man's person, neither will he stand in awe of any man's greatness. For he made the little and the great, and he hath equally cared for all. But a greater punishment, hear this and hear it good, is ready for the more mighty. So the higher up you are, the harder you're going to fall. 10th verse, to you therefore, O kings, O leaders, O presidents, O prime ministers, O princes, O kings, come on, are these my words, that you may learn wisdom and not fall from it. But as we know, they're not going to listen. They're not going to listen. They're going to be judged. But you, Yehudis, choose wisdom. Let your life be a life of certainty, of faith, of obedience. Come out from among them, and be ye separate, says the Most High. Yahuah, the King of all things, Creator of all things, power that you have not a clue of. I don't even have a clue how powerful Yah is. But I'll tell you this, I know enough to be humbled by it. And you be humbled by it. Because the people of this world don't know the word humble. They don't know the word meek. Meek is not weak. Meek is knowledge, knowing when to move and when to be still. It's having wisdom is what meekness is. Having truth is what meekness is. And knowing when to share truth and when to hold it back. You read where Ezra was told, let this out for this many, but hold this back for the faithful. He's still doing it today. Do not worry. Do not succumb to this world's anxieties. Walk firmly. Walk assuredly. Put your trust in your Father, Abba Yahuah, in the name of Yahusha. And you will live. You will live through it all because he wants to show you his wonders. And he said, only with your eyes will you see the reward of the wicked. I think you understand. I'm going to wrap this up now. How many more minutes? Oh, I got 5 minutes where we can pray. I want to pray for you, my listeners, because you've been so faithful. Thank you for all of your encouraging words and remarks. I just love it because you encourage me so much. I know that the Most High is putting me on your heart. Continue praying for us. We stand the truth. We stay in the truth. We love the truth. We revel in the truth, and the truth makes us free. Father, we give you praise and honor for your love and your wisdom to us, your children. Now bless our family, Father, wherever they are, whatever region, whatever country they are in right now, to look up. You said in your word, as we see these things come upon the earth, to look up for our redemption. It draws nigh. Well, truly, our redemption is upon us now. And we are being, in a process, delivered. And we thank you, Father, that we're people that have been left behind to see this day approach, that we never thought we'd see. It is an honor. It is a blessing. And we thank you. And keep us going. Keep us encouraged in our hearts. And never, never move your presence from us. For we can do nothing without you. But with you, all things are possible. We thank you for each listener of your word that takes your word to their heart. In the name of Yahusha. Amein. All right, at that point, if you like to write and let us know what you think, that's fine. But this is not that time. I love hearing from you. But what we don't want to set up is I'm not a teacher. I'm really a prophet. But I teach to get the word, the prophecy out. So we want you to listen to it. We want you to pray for me and all prophets of the Most High right now who are standing up for the word, standing up for truth, and not reneging for anyone or for any amount of money. There's people write me, well, I'd like to send you money. I don't want the money. Please don't send me any money. Don't try to send me any money. I am I'm a worker for the Most High, and he has supplied every need I have. And so you keep that and bless somebody that really needs it, and don't worry about trying to send me anything. Just send me your prayers, and I would be more than thankful for them. So until next time, Shalom.